Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Well, according to the Roman Catholic Church, this is the end of the year, the Roman Catholic Church calendar, 12 months out of a year. I go by the Ethiopian calendar, so it's different. But anyway, we know how much all of you guys love to watch, follow white people propaganda. So we're gonna say it's New Year's. We made it. There's a lot of people didn't make it, y'all. Clap it up. A lot of people out there messed up. A lot of people gone, man. And it's not funny, but it's true. Like, the older you get, you realize how fragile this thing is. But anyway, I want to just talk about next year. I want us to all walk in with the mindset of purpose, right? Purpose. We're done with the be happiness and all that. We're done with that, right? It's because it's BS. No one's going to always be happy. It's impossible. Your loved one might pass away. You're going to lose a job, car accident. Things happen. You can't always be happy. But what we're going to do is we're going to go with purpose. Me personally, I'm a Pan-Africanist Garveyite. I believe in a blend of all different religions, but I do, in a lot of African traditional religions, it says, before every human being came on this earth, you and God, or the higher power, supreme consciousness, Allah, Yahweh, whatever it is you believe in, sat down and had a conversation about your purpose on this earth. And you guys came to an agreement. Now, when you see things not working for you, don't always go for, my life is going bad. No, it may be the universe, I know I sound like a hippie, pushing you where you need to be. I can't tell you how many countless times I've been in a situation and be like, what's going on? Then I wait 3-4 months later, it all fits together. Boom, 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 boom. So you might have a job you hate. And you're like, why is this supervisor on my back? Why is this person so annoying? Why is this? Why is that? And you might be complaining like, oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? It might be the universe trying to push you out of there, out of that job, because they need you to be doing a different job. You see what I mean? You might be wondering why you and your relationship is not working so well with your loved one. It's probably because the universe is like, I don't need you with this person. I need you out there doing this. But that's the reason why I talk about meditation so much, because if you're not out there sitting down and meditating on what and being able to see the signs, I can't tell you how many times I've, like, for instance, right before I decided to take classes again and go to school for, well, similar subject, but for something different. It hit me because I had a car accident. I'm on a train. I work downtown, so I'm on the train. And I'm sitting there going like, oh my God, here goes, we're at another job we hate, right? I'm not upset or nothing. I'm just like, where are we going with this, Mariah? Where are we going with this? And I'm sitting there just staring off. You ever just been staring off? And I'm looking at the wall and I'm seeing Keller & Keller, injury lawyer, this and this and this. Hotline, this. And then it said, brighten your future, enroll today at so-and-so, the school that I go to now. I don't want to say too much. But I'm like, go to school? I'm like, nah. I'm not going back to school. Been there, done that. We're not doing that all over again. So I'm riding a bus. I walk out. The same sign is literally right in front of me. Now, I've rode this train a bunch of times, but this is the first time that I've really looked at it. And I'm like, nah. I go down the steps, walk like a block. There's a billboard sign. And I said, holy shit. But at this time, I was meditating. I was doing words of affirmation. And I said, I keep asking for a sign. It was literally a sign. I pass it every day. Brighten your future. Online courses, this and this. And I said, there's a sign. I said, but I'm not going back. I did all that. Like, I'm not going back. So I said, well, at least set up a meeting. I set up a meeting. I walk in. The lady's like, hey, yeah, we offer this, da. It's all fitting together. I said, well, filled out my financial aid. Everything went through, boom, 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 boom. They're like, all right, you start next month. I said, damn, just like that. See, when you're on the right path for your purpose, and this is the reason why they say when you do what you love, you never feel like it's a day of work. Everything will line up. That's why it's important to keep a certain mindset when you're going through rough stuff, to be like, what am I missing here? What's happening? You gotta take time to meditate. That's why I say turn off the TV, sit in a dark room, turn on the air fan, and just sit there. And just see what you're thinking. Like, what's coming to your mind? Why are you... What... You know what I mean? And so, that was a huge sign. And then some more signs happened later on. Even when I left my last job, it was almost like it got to the point to where it's like, this is not going to work. And I was sitting there going, am I leaving here? It's a good job. Why would I leave here? Why would I leave? No, I'm not. Then it got to the point where it's like, no, it's time to go. It almost felt the universe was pushing me out the door. My life right now, compared to last year, is completely, it's a 180. 180. But I like this a lot better. Because I finally, like I said, understand everyone has a purpose. So next year what we're doing is we're focusing on purpose. We're focusing on destiny, focusing on our fate. You know what I mean? And things of that nature. But anyway, y'all know the slogan. Don't chase money, chase knowledge. Peace, love, and positivity.